Ready? Yeah.
Welcome to Complex Sports CN here in Broussard. The final game of Championship Saturday is the matchup between the AC, the 5-5 Purple Blood, taking on the 11 seed 3-7 Block Party, doing battle, of course, for the Flag Plus Football Co-Ed 2 Championship. I'm FEF Hall of Famer Brent Bach, and I'm joined by 8-time All-Star Kwesi Gordamal. Big game, two explosive teams. What are you expecting here tonight?
I'm expecting a lot of offense with both of these teams. You have Sanders at QB for Purple Blood. You have Block Party that no one knew that these guys were going to be at the finals. They ended their season 3-7. They kind of showed, all right, yeah, we're 3-7. Let us kind of get our things together. And look at them now. They're at the finals, and they've been scoring points. And they've been scoring points and making sure that other teams are not scoring points. They've last 3 games they had, I think they won by double digits each of these games.
Yeah, Block Party winning 4 in a row and 4 out of their last 5. They head into tonight pretty much on a roll. Purple Blood, they had lost a couple games in a row. They had lost 2 straight, including the game earlier this season, which I'll get to later on against Block Party. But then they won 3 in a row, heading to the playoffs. To start off the playoffs, I should say. And they've gotten their act together. Time for the finals. Let's see who's going to come out on top. Again, final game of the evening. Let's go.
I'm excited. They come off with a backfield running back in the backfield. That's crazy. It's for first play.
The Prophet fake handoff to him. Swing pass instead going to him. Reginald Prophet. I had a chance to talk to him just a few moments ago. I told him you got to show me something special here today. I saw him on Tuesday in their team's semifinal victory, and he put on quite the performance.
Yeah. Well, right off the bat, he starts with a running back in the backfield. He fakes it. He kind of goes out, throws to the running back, gets about, I want to say, about 6-7 yards, tackled by Sanders. But it's a great start of the game, you know. You always want to start with positive yards, and he starts off with 7 off the bat.
Ivan Salaman, 12 touchdowns so far this postseason through the air. Has run for another 4. Pass quick to Marc-Antoine Martin, the center. And it's interesting, Kwesi, at the start of the season, Marc-Antoine Martin was the starting quarterback for this team, for Block Party. Mm-hmm. And they played together on a couple teams, and they kind of rotate him and Ivan Salaman. But Salaman taking over pretty much from the postseason on, and it's worked out so far for this offense.
Yeah, it seems like it was a great choice by them for making that switch again. Because if they don't make that switch, I don't think they're here right now. So shout out to Block Party to understanding that making a switch here, it was the best thing for them.
And the switch worked out right there. Salaman on the run, brace, one tackle, almost another. Finally taken down by Felix Clermont. Gain for about, I want to say 9 yards there on the run by Salama, and that's the dual threat ability that he brings to the lineup.
Yeah, that's exactly it, right? The fact that he's able to do that as a quarterback position is the reason why he's playing quarterback right now. It's those little extra things that he brings to the team for him to be the starting quarterback tonight at tonight's game.
So 2nd and 1 here. High snap, Salaman reins it in. Quick toss over the middle as a receiver. And touchdown! Samara Fantasako opens the scoring for Block Party.
So that was a great read. Sanders kind of took out the underneath route, where if he threw that ball, it would have probably been a pick 6. Instead, he makes the easier route, hits the receiver in the middle of the field. She breaks the tackle. She ends up extending the ball, and here you go, Block Party again, starting off hot, starting with 6-0, scoring in the first 3 minutes of this game.
Yeah, great drive indeed. Going for the 2-point conversion, looking to make it an 8-0 lead now.
There you go. You have Sanders rushing now.
Yeah, that's
changing the rush to try to stop the run.
Pass over the middle. Oh, one hopper off the ground in front of the intended target, and the receiver who just got the touchdown, a Fantasako. So a 6-0 lead here. Kwesi, a stellar opening drive for Block Party.
Yeah, that was a great drive from Block Party. It kind of just goes to show right now that sometimes the regular season doesn't show exactly everything that you could see. To be honest with you, I did not think Block Party was a team that was able to kind of excel in Co-Ed 2. And the fact that they showed it in playoffs, that there's a reason why they're here, and there's a reason why they scored in less than 3 minutes on this first drive.
Sanders now first snap of the game. Oh, he's going deep. Felix Clermont tied up with Reginald Prophet. Yeah, think there probably should have been a flag on that one right there. If Claremont definitely
Well,
agrees.
to be honest with you, yes, but Felix decided to stop running in his route. If he just kept running, it would have been an easier call for the ref to kind of call. But instead, Felix decided to just kind of stop, and the defender was kind of just there. So it's hard to make a call when you're making it harder for the. You're not realizing you're making it harder for the ref to actually call something. So great job by the defender, kind of running stride by stride with him, and the fact that he stopped, he also stopped as well. Was here, Sander on the snap. Oh my goodness! Almost throws a pick.
Sanders, the first drive, not looking so good so far.
No,
Only 2 plays in, but
yeah, 2 plays in, he throws a over. The ball is kind of an overthrow, and he almost throws a pick right to the defender from the block party, number 9. Here, quick snap. There you go.
pass over the middle. Kayla Gauthier with the reception. Reliable veteran over the middle.
She's actually been playing very well. On the last 2 playoff games that they did have, she's been making a huge impact. The game that they played versus the Zoomies, she did pretty well as well. And I believe versus the quarterfinal game, I think they played
against
Shark Attack. Yeah, exactly.
Here comes Sanders on the run. He picks up a first down, and that's up. Still going. Armand going towards the end zone. Finally deflagged by Solomon.
So that was a great run by Sanders, a great hip movement too as well. It seems like he was about to get tackled about maybe 10 yards shy than from where he did. So again, purple blood. The first two pass attempts not so good, but right now they're rolling and they're getting things going.
So the ball now at about, I want to say, the 10-yard line here, just outside the red zone.
So you have Sanders scanning the field.
Sanders goes to his left, still looking to his left. Throws the ball at the last second. Oh, the target there was Terracone. Luckily that ball wasn't picked off.
Yeah, he's very fortunate because that could have been picked off easily right now. It's to a point where Sanders couldn't use his legs because he just ran. He just had a rushing attempt, and for the folks that don't know, you can't run twice consecutively.
Consecutive plays.
Yeah. So that's the reason why he kind of was kind of stuttering one side, and he was kind of hesitating on making the throw, and he ended up throwing it almost to an interception from block party.
Number 6, the snapper, Emma Townsend. Aslan, we saw her earlier, her team losing. Oh, quick catch right there, but an even better tackle. Nice tackle made right there by, I believe that was number 9. That was Yurlene Constant.
Yeah, so Yurlene Constant, great tackle by her. She almost had a pick. I want to say a pick 6. She almost had a pick 6. She read Sanders' eyes pretty well, and right there, she read the snapper Emma when she just came out. She came down and she made a great tackle. The fact that I would say she kind of saved the touchdown, and she definitely saved from Purple Blood to get more yards.
Sanders gets a snap. He goes to his left, trying to direct traffic. Quick pass to Tristan Boyer. Boyer with the catch. Tackle went backwards a bit there. He got tackled at about the 2-yard line. Now setting up 4th down here, 4th and goal from about the 2 for Purple Blood.
So I believe Tristan thought he was in. So when he goes to catch the ball, he tries to tiptoes to make sure he's in. He doesn't realize that he's not in the end zone. So he backs 2 yards backwards, and then he tries to come forward. He ends up getting tackled. So we're going to have a 4th and about a 1-yard line right now for Purple Blood.
Yeah, 4th and 1 from the 1. 4th and goal from the 1. Quick pass. Townsend Aslan. Touchdown. Purple Blood.
Yeah, great read from Sanders. Great catch from Emma. And we got ourselves a game. 6-6 right now. Great drive by Purple Blood. Block Party came out here, scoring in 3 minutes at ease. Purple Blood with a rough start, but they look great after that. And they're about to, I believe they're going for 1 to try to take the lead. Yeah, so they're going for 1, about to get the snap going. Sander gets a snap.
Yeah, Sanders being flushed to his left. Cross body throw. Nice catch right there. Number 60 wearing the blue jersey.
That was from Brianna.
Yep, Brianna.
Great. Yeah, sorry.
Brianna Terracone.
Yeah, great catch from her. She actually has some solid hands. She made a huge catch in their semis games versus the Zoomies, where I believe it was 4th down and Sanders was kind of rolling out. It's kind of the same situation. End up kind of throwing like a floater decent pass, and she made a huge catch, and she got them the first down, which led them to win that game. So big catch there, big catch for the convert as well.
Here comes Salomon leading his team onto the field for the second offensive drive. The first one ended in a touchdown by Fantasako. Deep pass, open, the snapper catches it, end zone, touchdown, block party. Marc-Antoine Martin.
Yeah, so that was a great read. I believe off the snap, he kind of knew he was going to the snapper right away. As soon as he saw Sanders kind of get out of that mid position and put Emma in the middle, he took advantage of it, and right there, block party scores in the first 3 minutes and then scores in less than 30 seconds. And now I believe they're going for 2 to try to make it a 7-point game. So you have Sanders again rushing. We have Emma in the middle of the field. You have Zoe coming in.
A quick whistle here by Leo Gervais.
I don't think the ball was. I don't think they were ready. I don't think it was. I don't think it was set. So you have Sanders again rushing. You have Emma playing the middle. Here you go. Sanders taking the time on the rush. Throws it up. Picked off. We have a hold. I believe he got the flag, but I believe because it's a hold, I believe the offense gets the ball. I think they get a
I
chance
think it's
on
going
a.
to be 5 yards up now.
It's 5 yards up. I thought they got a chance because it's last. Oh, maybe I guess it's not last man.
Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying. So, yeah, let's say if Boye got the ball and it's pretty much almost a clear way to the end zone. There's only one person back who can make the tackle, and that person
I
is holding his
thought,
last man back.
yeah, I thought they changed the rules. If that happened, you get an opportunity to get a convert, but maybe that goes for the last.
No, it goes for the Converse as well, but I don't think that person was the last player.
Oh, okay.
The offense now, instead of starting at the 10 as usual, they start at the 15-yard line now.
All right.
So Townsend asked Lang at number 6 with the
So they
snap
want-
there from the 15-yard line.
So he's going for M. Oh no.
Yeah, nice catch. Yeah, it looked like he was going deep
Yeah,
there
I
for
thought
a
he was
second.
about to sling that to Emma Townsend over the top, but again, instead he goes for Brianna. Solid hands, gets them there. I believe it's 9 yards right there. So
Yeah.
again, good read by Sanders. Yeah, starting the drive off strong.
Sanders
So-
goes to his right now, goes over the middle. Gauthier with the catch.
There you
More
go.
than enough for the first down.
That's 2 again. I thought he was going Felix over there. He kind of pump faked, dropped it down to Gotse. And again, 2 good catches for both his receivers.
Yeah, number 3, Cynthia Nishki is the fear with the tackle. And that's what I like about this team with Sanders, right, with Purple Blood. I mean, there's some teams, unfortunately, in co-ed, they have girls on the team. They don't really utilize them as much as they should. Sanders, no, he uses all his females, which is great to see. Sanders gets the snap here on first down. Oh, and he gets sacked. Big sack right there by the block party defense. Zeta Bini with the QB sack.
Yeah, no, that was a great sack. Sanders was trying to avoid it. Unfortunately, those hips didn't move fast enough, and Block Party gets a huge sack, making it about, I want to say, second and about 15.
For Bini, that's her 6th sack of the postseason. She has been on fire since the playoffs began. Sanders being flushed to his right, almost got sacked, pass over the middle, over the hands of the intended target, Tristan Boyer.
Yeah, he's very fortunate he didn't get sacked again. She was inches from getting in there a sack there. He might want to try to go on 2. It looks like she's getting off pretty fast on his cadence. So maybe if he goes on 2, it can maybe get her off her game a bit because she's locked and she's loaded and she's ready. You kind of can see from rushers. A lot of rushers, when they're kind of just standing there pacing back and forth, you know they mean the real deal, and that's literally what she's doing right now. So maybe a snap on 2 could kind of get her off her rhythm.
Sanders gets the snap here. Gets flushed to his left. He's going to run. He goes up the middle. Now to the right-hand side. He has some yards. He has some green grass. Oh, ends up colliding with one of the defenders. That was Jerry Vincent. So interesting call right here. We saw the flag being thrown. Will this go against the quarterback or the defender?
I think that's gonna go to. I think it's gonna go against the defender. But
gonna go
again,
against
usually it's on offense.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's going to say, so, as a defender, right, I think you have
you have
the
yeah,
right
you
to where you
have
are.
your thing, but he came down. He wasn't still. he's coming down as defender. He's not still as defender. You can see the way Sanders is rolling on the side he was running on, and he's coming down towards him. So you do get your zone, but he didn't move. So it's kind of like it's like weird saying like as your defender you get to hold your lane, not your lane, but you get to
Your
hold
ground, basically.
your
Yeah, yeah.
ground. But he's coming down away from his ground, so he's kind of moving out the way. But again, Sanders is also running in control, so that doesn't help the situation.
Sanders is not the smallest quarterback either. And Sanders avoids the rush right there, pass to the end zone to the back of it, knocked away. Jerry Vincent at the last second. Big pass to Fletcher, pass intended for Boye, and a defensive stand by Block Party.
Yeah, so I think Sanders messed up there. If he would have just hit Brianna right underneath, I believe that would have been a touchdown. He had Brianna right underneath. If he kind of looked over under, if he kind of just drilled it at that first cone, it would have been a hard catch from her. But I believe she's been
got some
good.
hands.
Yeah, she's been good. She's had some solid hands. So I think she probably could have came down with it. But Purple Blood's gonna have to have a stop here if they're gonna.
It's a big turnover on downs now, forced by Block Party. Pass across the right over the middle. Dangerous one. Caught by Profit, though. Reaching out Profit. Gets tackled by Clermont.
Yeah, that was a huge throw, huge catch, big rush by Sanders as well, but able to avoid the sack, get the ball out. Good, good defense, good offense. I want to say Emma was right there, ended up just missing it, and we have a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, dangerous pass, but you're right. They're able to get it completed. That's what counts. Sanders still lined up at the rusher position. Coming down on Solomon. Solomon, face him out, going to the left. He has a player open. 2 of them in the back of the end zone. Caught. Mark Antoine. Marte, touchdown.
Yeah, so right now you kind of have a situation where Sanders is not as fast as he wants to be, I want to say. And the fact that he's jumping doesn't help. And you have a situation where you have Emma playing deep in the middle. It ends up being a disadvantage for Purple Blood. Usually you have Sanders as the middle person playing there, but he's not there anymore. So they might want to change, maybe put Tristan as a rush, put Sanders back and playing deep. Maybe that's something they're going to have to make adjustment.
1-point combo attempt. It is good. 19-7 now the lead for Block Party.
Yeah, so again, great job by Block Party. They keep proving us wrong. They keep proving us wrong and basically saying we deserve to be here. We kind of talked about it before. They've played the last 3 games that they played. They've won by double digits, and right now they're up by 12 They're up by 12 points in a comfortable league where their defense just needs one more stop, and I think this game might get out of hand.
3.5 minutes and counting left on the clock here in the first half. Sanders, Armand gets a snap. He's being flushed to his left. He's going to run. Avoids 1 tackle. Taken out by the second defender. A gain of about 5, maybe 6 on the run right there by Sanders Armand.
Yeah, so good run by Sanders, but you can see that he's frustrated. The fact that he has to run, I don't think he wants to use his legs, but the rusher's doing such a good job at him. He's taking him away his first read that he wants to throw and making him dance.
Armand now dancing. Gets the pass off to the left-hand side. Completion of Boye for the first down. You look at the score right now, Crazy, 19-7. Listen, when these 2 teams met in Week 9, just a couple weeks ago, Block Party winning that game 22-19. Yvonne Salman completed only 8 of 20 passes for 101 yards, but he had 3 TDs in that game. The defense, though, is really carried Block Party to the victory. They picked off Armand 2 times. They had 2 sacks from Carlo Castro, and those interceptions off of Armand both came in the second half. Pass over the middle, caught by Townsend Aslan. Evades 1 tackle, gets taken down by, I believe that's Solomon there.
Yeah, so that's a great catch by Emma. She was a bit in traffic there, but she ended up with Felix. Felix kind of almost hit her as well too. He kind of just got the way the last second. But I think the fact that Solomon was able to get a couple more reps coming into Week 10. Quarterfinals, semifinals. I think he's more of a comfortable quarterback, and that's the reason why his stats are going to be so much different tonight than it was when they met each other in Week 9.
Pass over the middle, off the hands of Townsend Aslan. Clermont thought there should have been a penalty. Felt he was hold on his route to the end zone.
Yeah, so if you look back at the if you look back at the replay for Felix, he's kind of going inside. He ends up getting bumped just a bit, but not to a
Yeah,
point
it's not a
where,
penalty.
yeah, not to a point where it's a necessary contact or anything like that. At the end of the day, both players are kind of going for the ball or trying to make a play at the ball. It's definitely not a flag. You have to. Sometimes you kind of have to fight through things.
It's a big play here for the Purple Blood offense. Pass over the middle. Townsend Ashley makes the grab. Gets by one tackle. Not a second. She's taken down, though, but the team is able to get a first down.
Yeah, huge first down. Good hip movements by Emma. She's starting to get that hip down thing.
Yep.
I can't even lie.
Gets the ball down to about the 3 yard line there.
Very good hips right here. She avoids the tackle, gets an extra couple yards, just misses to extend to actually score a touchdown, but huge first down for them. And the best thing here is that the clock is running. That's something that they're gonna need is to run the clock. So the fact that they're taking so long to score this drive it does benefit them.
Armand gets the ball. Quick pass to the right hand side. Go see, oh, just out of her reach. Ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, so not the best ball there. Again, he threw the ball only to his receiver that could caught the ball. So again, it's not the end of the world. They have 3 plays to score. I think they have 3 plays to score, and they're at about 2 yards. So the time is stopped. But
Still a lot of time.
yeah, there's still a lot of time. The time is stopped. But again, you don't want Block Party to have the ball. If they scored early on, Block Party could have had the ball with maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Right now, looking at a minute 21. So when Purple Blood does score, hopefully they do, we're going to be looking at maybe about a minute 10, minute 15.
Armand gets the ball here, going over the middle. Open, touchdown, Townsend Aslan. A little closer now, 19-13 lead for Block Party.
Yeah, so great read by Sanders. He had Emma off the snap. He kind of waited. He kind of delayed. You can see she's open there. He kind of holds it, and then he makes the throw. But good catch from Emma. Secure hands. Bringing Block Party 7
Down by
yards.
6
Yeah,
now.
6 points. 6 points closer to tie the game.
1 point convo attempt here by Purple Blood, rather. Passing in zone, bounces up in the air, falls incomplete. So 19-13 lead, pardon me, rather, for Block Party.
Yeah, so great ball. Great defense by the receiver there. I believe it was a quick slant from Tristan where it just got broken up right away and the ball went there. So great job from Block Perry making that stop here. We have a 6 point game with Block Perry with the ball, and Purple Blood desperately needs a stop here. So we have Sanders rushing again still, and you have Tristan kind of playing as a deep safety here.
Yeah, better switch now. Emma Townsend Aslan playing the short now. Pass
Yeah.
right over the middle. Tackle made by Townsend Aslan. Reception for Block Party made by the person who opened the scoring for them. That's number 22, Samora Fantasako.
Yeah, so I think they're going to live with anything underneath. Again, the time is clicking, the time is running. So for them, a 4 or 5 yard gain with the time is running, I think Purple Blood's going to take that.
Salaman being flushed to his left. He's going to run. Takes out smartly, gets out of bounds, stopping the clock, saving a little time. Clock stop with 48.7 seconds.
Yeah, that's a great job that he went out of bounds there. If he ends up getting tackled inside, I don't even think he has a first down, so the time would have kept running. So the fact he went out of bounds there, got the first down as well, able to kind of come back in the huddle, run a play that they want to play, and have a fresh set of downs.
Salaman gets the ball to the right, being flushed by Sanders. Oh, he evades the sack, pass over the middle. Caught again. Ooh. A hard collision right there. Townsend Aslan.
I think she got hit right in her face. That's definitely gonna hurt.
Gonna see the replay here. Unfortunately, yeah. Football is a physical sport, and sometimes things like that are gonna happen.
Yeah.
We see Salamander rolling to his right, throwing across his body to the left. Catch made by the receiver, and then collision between Felix Claremont. So a little friendly fire there.
Yeah.
See Felix Claremont and Emma Townsend Aslan.
So, I don't think it was exactly to her face. I think it was more to her shoulder. Thankfully, it was not to her face. I think it was more to her shoulder area. For looking back at the replay.
Yeah, so we have this injury timeout here. Let's look at how both teams got here. Block Party beating Kamikaze 31-18 in the divisional round, and they knocked off Hebrew 40-24 in the quarterfinals. And then this past Tuesday here in Broussard, they knocked off Anything by a score of 38-25. Purple Blood made their way to the finals by beating Les Flagulières in the divisional round 34-31. They knocked off Shark Attack, a bit of an upset there, 34-30 in the quarterfinals. And then in the semis here as well, last Tuesday they beat the Zoomies 20-19. And Townsend Asselin helped to the sideline by the trainer here, along with Felix Clermont, her teammate, getting a well-deserved round of applause from the fans here in attendance.
Yeah, she's a. Well, Emma's a tough girl, so stuff like that. But again, that was like a body check. We're like at a hockey game right now. That was very. That was, it, it looked bad, but I mean, she got up. Thankfully, that's good for her.
So, so Zoe Miller not coming on, I believe, to replace her number 11. For
No, it's Kayla.
Oh,
Kayla's
yeah,
coming
Kayla goes
in.
number 88.
Yeah.
You're right.
Zoe's been there, yeah. So here we go. We're looking at second down and 1.
So
That's a
knocked up
big
into the
tip.
air.
That's a big. The thing that's kind of crazy is I think if he doesn't tip that, I think Tristan has an interception. To be honest with you,
Yeah, it's possible.
I feel like they're going to go back in the end zone. I think Tristan was kind of just waiting there for the ball. But again, big tip. You got to start somewhere, right? So we're looking at a 3rd and 1 here. Again, Purple Blood just to make sure that Block Party stays out the end zone and keeps everything inside. Make sure they don't get out of bounds.
So let's see what Solomon does right here. High snap, he brings it down, goes immediately to the right, caught for the first down. Caught by receiver. Unfortunately, can't see what her number is, but either way, still a catch and a first down. New set of downs here.
I believe that's number 2.
Yeah, they,
Do they have a number 2?
no, number 2 is Bini. I think she had a. Anyways, doesn't matter. First down nonetheless. Solomon running towards the end zone. Evades 2 tackles. He's down at about the 1 yard line.
Yeah, so they have a first down. The time is gonna be the time is gonna only start while the lines are set. I believe there's gonna be.
Well, it was 8 seconds on the clock right here in the.
Did they call 2
in the
timeouts? Oh,
building.
so they wasted both their timeouts. So they're kind of going all out. They're going all in here. I don't think they should have wasted a timeout here. I think 8 seconds would have been enough time to kind of get a play going. They had to wait for the refs to kind of set the ball up. You probably would have had at least 2 plays. The fact that you wasted both your timeouts now you don't have a chance to. I don't think you could challenge without a timeout.
No, you need a timeout to
Or
challenge.
or onside kick. So
Same thing. Yeah,
if
exactly.
they don't
Exactly.
score here, it's going to be really unfortunate for them.
Especially because, it's only a 1 possession game. I understand unless he wanted to preserve the time, but
Now they're
you would have
changing.
got off one final play for
Now
sure.
they're changing rusher. They're going with number 25 from Purple Blood. I don't think that's the best decision, but it might be a point where he's going to buy more time and not throw it right away.
Yeah, it's pass it in, knocked away by Boye. So big player there by Tristan Boye. The Russian on Rosalie Peltier, number 25 for Purple Blood.
Yeah. So we have about,
So
I would say we have
3.5
3.6 seconds left. I would say we have 1 play left. So this is it.
Yeah, barring a penalty, of course.
Yeah. So this is huge for Block Party here. The fact that they wasted both their timeouts for this drive to score. High snap.
Solomon gets the ball, goes to his left. He's going to his right now, looking for someone to get open. He has a player open. Caught, touchdown! And a flag on the play for necessary roughness. So caught there by Reginald Prophet. The Prophet finds his way into the end zone.
Yeah, so Felix was just a bit too aggressive. He went for a bat down that kind of ended up having a bit contact while the ball arrived. You kind of can see it here. He kind of pushes him as well as too. That's why we have a flag for unnecessary roughness, and I believe they're going to take it 5 yards up. So they're going from 2 from the 5.
Yeah,
compared to
exactly,
22
exactly.
From the 10. This is pretty big too as well. We have a 12-point game.
This is the final play of the half. As you're talking about, Quasi, instead of going from 2-point conversion from the 10, they get 2-point conversion from the 5. Comes Salomon back in the end zone. Off the hands of the open receiver. So it didn't end how they wanted it to, but they got a touchdown on the play before. 25-13 lead at the half for Block Party.
Yeah, it didn't, and I mean, they could have got that convert there to go up by 14, but the fact that they're going to into halftime being up by 12 is huge. They did use both their timeouts for that to happen, so hopefully that does not bite them back into the second half where they won't have a timeout for a challenge or a timeout for a challenge or timeout for onside.
It's a replay. Well, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Sorry, yeah, you're right. For yeah.
so hopefully that doesn't affect them going into the second half, and they won't need it.
So again, 25-13 lead right now at the half for Block Party. Again, this Purple Blood team, they are the higher seed, right? But again, it looks like Emma Townsend Aslay, her night might be over. She went straight to the sideline. I haven't seen her really get up from the sideline. A couple players, teammates,
Yeah,
and members of the FPF media
yeah.
going over to
But
check on her.
maybe she's kind of like breathing, taking it easy
I hope
again.
she's breathing.
Well, taking it easy. I don't think she was gonna come back into that drive. I think she kind of realized, okay, we have about 10 seconds left, 15 seconds left. Let me just sit down. Let me relax. Let me see how it is going to the second half. It gives her an extra 5 to 10 minutes to kind of just recuperate and kind of get back into things if she is going to come back in this game.
Right. And so this game not lacking any All-Stars, right? You have Yvonne Salomon, Defensive Player of the Year here in Kuwait 2. Sanders Alman, two-way Player of the Year. Fearless Clemara, All-Star. You look at some other divisions, right? Like Emma Townsend Aslan, Women's B, two-way Player of the Year. Samara Fantasako, two-way Player of the Year, Women's C. But right now, again, a 25-13 lead for Block Party. How does Purple Blood kind of stop the bleeding and rely on some of their all-stars to get back into this game?
They need to score. I think Sanders needs to be a bit more composed. I think he seems a bit frustrating, especially on this running aspect. I think hopefully he hears me or he sees me or some type of connection where he kind of goes for. Where he kind of goes for the snap on two.
Right.
I feel like that's going to kind of get the rusher off her game. And the fact he does it once, you only have to do one, two times, get into the rusher's head, and it's going to give him more time to actually make a throw.
All right, so we're going to go back here
Sorry.
to.
So it's going to make it easier. I don't know what we're doing.
All
Okay,
right,
so I feel like it's going to be a bit easier for him to be a bit more composed into the pocket.
all right, and looking. So obviously, as we stare into the camera here, so this Block Party energy, right? I mean, you can hear it at home on the sideline. I know you had a chance to call the previous game that was
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
And a lot of the players from Block Party kind of playing on both teams, or if they're not playing, they're definitely sitting and cheering on the team. So obviously, the energy that they bring is hard to match.
No, 100%. You can see Block Player now. They probably have at least 30 people here cheering them on. So that's a huge thing. As you hear in the crowd, when they score touchdowns, it's loud. When they make defensive stops, it's loud. I feel like that's a big motivation for a team as well. And a big, like, you ever play that game? Well, I'm sure you played it, like, and it's like a game breaker, I feel like, at some point where you could just feel the energy the crowd's giving you and you're kind of using it as your advantage compared to sometimes where it's just you make a play and it's not as loud and you don't feel as hype while making that play. I feel like Block Party, they use that hype and they use that excitement from the fans to get them to kind of make them play better. Someone would like to say.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. The game, of course, you're talking about, the one you got to call there, Turf Titans with a 13-6 victory over the Cavaliers in the Women's C Championship game. So congrats, obviously, to the Turf Titans.
Yes.
Of course, a lot of members of the team, of course, play whenever overtime in Division C. It's kind of the whole Block Party family kind of all over FPF. And I got to say, I remember when this team first, I know we were talking about this week on the podcast, when this team first came into the league, they struggled. I think they were a team either 0 wins in their first season or maybe 1 or 2 at the most. The first couple of seasons, they really struggled. And Yvonne Salomon, I know he was talking to us on the podcast this week, said, it's time and patience in that and getting things together. And obviously now he's a phenomenal player and he's helping his team kind of build and become phenomenal as well. So hence why they're in the finals.
Yeah, you can see it there. Block Party started in Kuwait 3, right? They started new. They always had a big crowd, big groups, but you kind of can see they're getting better and better and better and better every single year. Even the fact that they started 3-7, they end up going to playoffs, beating 3 of the best teams, and by double-digit scores. It shows a big thing. Also, you're playing a Purple Blood team that also didn't have an easy way to get here, and they're up by 12 going into halftime.
So, as you saw on the sideline, the camera was looking at Emma Townsend Aslan, so she's up on the sideline walking around talking to some people, hopefully she's gonna. I mean, she looks to be okay, but hopefully, I mean, maybe there's a chance she comes back and plays
Yeah, so I think
in this
they're going.
contest.
I think they're going through concussion
Concussion protocol,
protocol.
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it probably thinks. It seems like because there's a TA or sorry AT that's there, maybe she saw some symptoms or maybe she kind of saw something that she didn't like. And again, it's safety, player safety's first,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
That's it. That's it.
You don't want to put her in a situation where she's on the field and something else happens where it could have been avoided. So I think they're kind of just talking and they're trying to see exactly about that situation before moving forward to see if she's able to play or she's not able to play.
But
Maybe
speaking of
she's also asking her questions as well too,
yeah.
as a concussion protocol.
So what we see actually, FES CEO now Jeff Rosenblatt on the field talking to some members of Emma's team. And speaking of play, don't forget tomorrow the action starts at noon. The Women's A final between Ice Cold as they take on the Matrix. One of 9 games going on tomorrow on the final day of championship weekend here, Fly Plus football. 5 games today, be 9 tomorrow, full slate. So make sure if you can't come by Broussard to watch on the Facebook Live and to watch on FPF's YouTube channel.
Yeah, it should be a blast. The game's tomorrow. We're gonna have a lot of action, right? We're gonna start with Women's A. I believe we have Division F. We're gonna have some Division A going, some competitive 5v5. It's gonna be a lot of good football. So again, as Brett was saying, if you have some time or time on your hands, come on down to Complex CN. And if you just want to kind of just watch at home, we're gonna have it's on live streamed on YouTube and also on Facebook Live as well. So I believe we're going to start getting things going. I don't exactly know what's going on the sideline.
Yeah, head referee Leo
I
Gervais on
wonder
the sideline.
if they're also looking at Felix as well, since he also had a collision with Emma. So I wonder if they're looking at both of them, and they're kind of telling and trying to see exactly what the issue is.
So we
Because
see
Felix
Felix right
seems
now.
like
Yeah,
he's walking away.
yeah, might be making his way.
Yeah, it seems like he's done, to be honest with you. Emma has her flags off as well, so it seems like she's also done.
So they go from having 8 players now to having only 6. Unfortunately, he's talking about purple blood. So the hill is just a little bit higher to climb now.
Yeah,
Purple blood again.
you lose 2 of your best, probably 2 of your
Yeah.
main players, and again, it's a good thing. Purple Blood came with a team of 8 instead of being 6. Because imagine they go to 4, you know.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
Pass. Ooh, nice catch there. Terracone, big grab. That pass looked like it was going to be picked off by Salma, but good strong hands there by the receiver for Purple Blood.
Yeah, that's a huge catch by Brianna. Again, Brianna has some really good hands. She makes those big catches for Sanders when he needs it. It's definitely something he's going to have to look at because never in doubt, it used to be Emma, like kind of his lead receiver making these catches. It might have to be Brianna going into the second half.
Sanders gets a snap. He's going deep to the left. Boyer is open. Touchdown. Purple Blood, Tristan Boyer.
So big drive by Sanders. First 2 plays, we had I think about a 7-8 yard, no, about a 10-yard catch from Brianna with some yak yards, and then Tristan with a big catch, making it a 6-point game. So we have a big convert here for Purple Blood. But again, I think the biggest issue is going to be Purple Blood's defense. They're losing Felix and they're losing Emma. So a lot of the players are going to have to step up, especially if Sanders is going to continue rushing. Right now you're going with 4 girls on the field and 2 guys. So it's going to be a disadvantage in that sense. Also, the fact that Sanders is going to have to rush as well.
Unless they keep Peltier at rush. I mean, she came in last defensive series, and maybe they like to keep her there and have Sanders play his natural deep safety role, but we'll have to see what happens when they get on defense. Right now, they're still on offense, going for the 2-point convo. Sanders avoids the rush. Armand running towards the end zone, trying to get over the line. Stretches out the ball. It's good.
Yeah. So I believe he went for 2 right there. So we have a 4-point game. So good for Sanders. Those 2 points are gonna. It's gonna mean something at the end of the day, especially if Block Party can score here. Maybe Sanders could get a couple extra 2-point converts and try to bring that as a whole possession, you know? Because if you score 6 plus 2, 6 plus 2, 6 plus 2, you end up getting 24, and that's an extra possession, which something we're definitely going to be something where they're going to need from being down by only 4 points right now.
So after a quick drive, quick score here to start the second half by Purple Blood, Block Party back on the field now. Let's see what they can do. Salomon giving out some last-minute instructions to his crew on offense. Let's see what he has up his sleeve. Martin with the snap. Salomon gets it. Salomon going to the left-hand side. He's going to run. Oh, nice tackle there in the open field by Gauthier.
Yeah, that's a huge tackle. They might have to try to use the advantage where after, I think what they do is that they should send Tristan or Sanders to run, and if he does use his run, then you switch your rusher where he can't run on the second play, something around those lines if they want to get a stop here, because right now I don't think she's going to be able to get him.
High snap. Salomon brings it down. He goes to the right. Quick pass. It's Kai. Oh, dropping the ball there. And I believe that's Beanie, like you're saying. Looks like it is number 2.
Yeah. So right now, I think they should put Tristan as rush or Sanders as rush. Even though it's 3rd and 2, you never know. Maybe he does a bit too much. He feels under the pressure with the changes of a rush, and he makes an incomplete pass. But they're definitely going to have to change something here because I don't think it's going to work going for. I think he's going to be too comfortable just running now.
So 3rd and 2. Pass to the sideline. That's Kai. Ooh. Nice catch right there.
Nice catch. Good flag.
Yeah, Constant with the grab for a first down. Gauthier whipped the tackle, potentially saving a touchdown there.
Purple Blood's going to have that mentality of bend but don't break. You know, give the little things up, give the little things up, give the little things up, and when they get into the red zone on the last couple plays, last couple drives, they're going to have to make a stop. Just don't give anything over the top for an easy touchdown.
To ball midfield, high snap. Salomon brings it down again. Salomon thought about going to his left. Oh, he sacked. Double rush there. And that's something we haven't seen yet tonight. Double rush there. It was Peltier and Boyer coming down. Boyer with the sack.
Yeah, so also the thing is that Salomon sent double corners, and he was looking at Sanders to see where he was going to open up. And by the time he knew it, Tristan came in as rushing because he wasn't looking at him at all. So great play call from Purple Blood.
Good play design, good execution right there by Purple Blood. Now going D. Martin's open. Touchdown!
Yeah. So there again, they literally did the same play. They ran double corners, and then he actually threw this one. Sanders has had to play a bit deeper. He's playing deep as well. If he plays a bit deeper, he probably has enough speed to actually make a play on the ball. But he was playing a bit too short. Yeah, you kind of can see that he kind of just floats that up there, and the Sanders is playing about 10 yards. If he plays about maybe 15, he has an easier chance to make a break on that play. But again, good job by Polk Party. They not the best start, but great finish.
Chance on going for the 2-point conversion, up by 10, looking to make it 12 here. Salomon running to the end zone. He gets it in. 12-point lead for Block Party. They're up 33-21. with just over 14 minutes remaining in this contest.
Yeah, so that's a big 2-point convert again, right? Because it's to a point, if they didn't get that, it would have been a 10-point game. Purple Blood maybe could have scored one for 2, and then we would have had an 8-point game. You know, they would have made it. They would have got it a bit closer. But the fact now we have a 12-point game, Purple Blood's gonna have to drive again, score, and then they're gonna need a defensive stop if they want to win this game.
FEF Championship Saturday is sponsored by Jax Pro Rubbing Mud. The special formulated mud will get your football game ready in no time. Go to Jax Pro Rubbing Mud on Facebook and place your order today and get your team ready to dominate the field with pro-level ready football. The pass goes incomplete, intended.
That was for Zoe Miller.
Yeah, Zoe Miller, exactly number 11.
Yeah. I believe she had it in her hands too, and it just kind of fell out last second. I felt like she caught it, and then it just dropped out of her hands. She's definitely going to be one of the receivers that are going to have to step up. If she's going to be that wide open, she's going to have to make those catches for Sanders and that for her offense.
Second down now. Pass caught by Terraconi.
Great catch from Brianna there. Again, he pump faked to Kayla. I believe she was open, but he kind of went the other way. But it came to basically the same thing where he would have got 7 yards from her. He ended up getting 7 yards from Brianna. So again, good second down. We're looking at third and 2 right now.
Armand gets a snap, goes to the left, a loft throw. Ooh, nice catch right there by Peltier. I thought that was going to be picked off for a second.
Yeah, no, she did. She did a good job. She didn't go too deep where it got it. It got it. She didn't go too deep where it was easier for the vendor to undercut. She kind of made it to the point where it's kind of like you have to run through me if you want to get this ball. And also a good ball where Sanders put it where it made his receiver easier way to catch the ball.
So Peltier picks up enough for the first down. Sanders looking to go to the left again. He's going to run now. And he stood up right there. So tackle right there by Carlo Costa. The usual, he was a rusher in the regular season, but now playing defensive back row number 8 for this block party team. Able to stop Sanders Armand. So run by the quarterback for a pickup of about 6, maybe 7 yards there.
Yeah. So again, good run from Sanders. He didn't really have anything much down the field. Decided to use his legs, get a couple yards there, about 6, 7 yards, as you were saying. And we're looking at a manageable second down, 2nd and 3.
So Purple Blood with the ball just past midfield. Armand going to slam. Railroad actually, pardon me, to Gose. Good catch by her. She's tackled after a gain of about 5 yards.
Yeah, so good catch from Gotze again. There's one thing I do like about Sanders right now is that he's not rushing it. There's still about 11 minutes left in this game. They're only down by 12 points. They're driving on the field. A lot of teams sometimes panic and end up doing really bad interceptions, really bad plays. He has so much time now. He just has to keep doing what he's doing.
Armand over the middle. Oh, knocked away at the last second by Jerry Vincent. Pass intended for Tara Coney. She got her hands on him, but Vincent knocked it away.
Yeah, that was a great play by him. He comes in there in the last second, puts his hand on there, and gets the deflected pass.
I'll tell you what, that's big because that would have made this a 6-point game.
Yeah, also bring us to 4th down too as well. 4th and 1. You would think Sanders is probably going to use his legs here, maybe send everyone trips left, trips right, kind of go away. I would say you're going to run to the left side.
Well, let's see what he does. Quick pass to the left to Boye. Caught for the first down. Oh, Boye almost was able to stay in bounce there and walk down the sideline for a touchdown.
I don't think
he gets a pick up of about
I don't
4.
even think he was out of bounds. The ref called out of bounds there. I don't think he stepped out of bounds.
Let's see on the replay here.
I don't think he steps out of bounds. No. Oh,
yep.
no.
Yeah, his left foot hit the.
You
hit
think
the
so?
white.
I think it was a bit higher. I don't think he stepped out of bounds there. It looks like he's on his tippy toes going the whole way.
Ball now at the 9-yard line for Purple Blood. Armand going to his right. He's going to run. Good tackle there by Jerry Vincent. Number 21 stopped at about, I want to say, the 6-yard line. So a pickup of about 3 yards there.
Yeah, he also had Brianna wide open. If he decides to just gun that, she's coming across the field right here. He would have to lead it to her. But again, he takes what the defense gives them. He gets about 3-4 yards, makes it a manageable second down. We're looking at 2nd and goal,
Yeah.
4 yards to go. So I mean, again, it's positive yards.
There you go. So pick up of a 4 on the play. Puts the ball at the 5-yard line. Armand with it now. Fastball over the middle. Boye! Oh, they can't hang on to the ball. That would have been a tough catch, but the ball did hit him in the hands.
Yeah, he kind of was just waiting for it. It's kind of weird how that ball even came out. I'm not sure if he had a slant and sit or he had a slant and he kind of just sat. I think Sanders thought he was going to come in a bit more compared to him kind of just sitting there, and then the ball got thrown inside and he had to go for it.
So less than 9 minutes remaining. Armand gets a snap. He looks to the right, now goes to the left, and it's knocked up and intercepted. Yvonne Salaman with the INT in the end zone.
Yeah, so that was a bad pass by Sanders. He goes in the middle of the field. He could have hit someone on the outside. I'm not sure if that's interception, though. It's something I would definitely
I think
challenge.
a challenge is coming up here. Could be a challenge coming up here.
No, it's not a catch. It's definitely not a catch. It bobbles. Double bobbles. They should overturn this.
So, of course, on finals weekend, we had to play instant replay.
Yeah, we got a pretty good view the last replay there. We're gonna see it again. It's not gonna be this view though. It would have to be the side view.
Yeah.
Here it looks like it is interception because you don't see the double clutch. But from the other view that we should get soon, this view over here, you could see that it double clutches and he uses the tip of the ball to maintain the catch. So like it falls, it hits on the
So,
floor, and then it goes back up. So contact to the floor and brings it back up, and that should be an incomplete pass because you can't use the floor to retain an interception.
an interesting call here. This call could decide the game. This is huge right now. Again, 33-21 lead for Block Party. And don't forget, Crazy Ray, so that play was incomplete, right? If it gets overturned, the play's still incomplete. I believe it's going to be bringing up fourth down. You see it right there, instant replay. It's paused there for a second.
Yeah. So we see the ball pops, hits the floor, and then it pops up, and then he clean catches it, but the ground can't cause it.
You can't use the ground to catch the ball.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see it right over here. You can see near tip, and then he comes down right here. So he has it here, and he's coming down. Here is fine. It's right here where it becomes the problem. The ball hits the floor completely. It pops up in the air. You're going to see it pop up
sure.
right
Yeah,
here,
right.
and then it goes up.
Good call. You're right.
So you can't use from. But the thing is, I'm also looking at NFL rules.
Yeah.
But I know that you can't use the ground for interception.
If you have complete control of the ball, the ball actually can touch the ground.
Yeah, exactly. But the ball, yeah, exactly.
He doesn't have complete control.
No, exactly. The ground can't help you have the interception.
Close play nonetheless, but you're right. I definitely expect it to be overturned.
I believe it is fourth down. Because he ran the first one. We talked about it. I said good. Yeah, he ran the first play. He got 4 yards. Then it was maybe third down.
We'll find out. Leo Gervais is going to announce the call's going to be overturned.
I believe
and
it was
he'll yell out
third
the down.
If he would have caught the ball and kept it in the air, it would have been something, but another doubt.
Yes, that's exactly incomplete pass. The call is overturned. Now it brings up fourth down for Purple Blood here.
Hopefully this gave time for Sanders to kind of compose himself.
Yeah,
he looked like he was kind of frustrated. What most would say a little crash out. A little crash here. Maybe he's more composed. He gets a second chance. Again, it's only 5-6 yards to score a touchdown here.
Yep.
Maybe he had a play going down the sideline.
So fourth and goal here from the 5-yard line.
So again, I believe again there's still a lot. There's still so much time left. 8 minutes, only down by 12. Even if they get a stop here, they has to realize that his team has a chance. He also has onside in his pocket.
Yeah,
you know, anything can happen.
So we have
So we have a closer snap here.
I'm waiting for the ball.
He's kind of close for the snap. He should have went for 2. That would have been something else.
Going to the left pass. Coach and it's a touchdown.
That was a huge play for Purple Blood now. We're about 8 minutes left. Sanders is kind of looking at the clock. They're down by 6, so 1 point convert here would be huge for them to get. The time is running. They're kind of looking at the time. They have to realize that the time at this the time.
So right now,
the time is not official though on the top.
Yep.
The score is
33-27
official,
lead. So it's saying 7:35 on the clock. Not sure.
Yeah, it's probably closer on that. We're looking at probably it's between 7:45, maybe 10 seconds off, 10 seconds.
Yeah, usually you get an extra play.
Yeah,
or two
exactly. Yeah. So it's a big convert here.
Gets the snap on the convert. Goes to the back of the end zone. Boy, caught. 1 point convo is good. 5-point game. 33-28 lead now.
Here we
for Block
go.
Party.
Here we go. If you think about it now, listen, they're down by 5. Even if Block Party scores here, they go down by 11. They can stop a convert.
Game's not over.
and get offense drive. They have a onside in the back of their pocket as
That's
well.
true.
You know,
That's true.
so here you go. This is a huge drive over here.
Salomon gets the snap now on first down to the right. Prophet with the catch, number 4. Gets tackled by Armand. Gain of about 8, maybe 9 yards on the play.
Yeah, so good play calling. I thought he was about to use his legs. Instead, he kind of saves his run, saves his energy, throws the ball to his receiver number 4, picks up about 7-8 yards, making it a manageable 2nd and 2.
So I'm looking at the sideline right now. Both Claremont and Townsend Aslan, they're up to walk around talking to each other on the sideline. Guess they're turning their game. Their night is over, but they're turning into coaches. Deep pass. Nice play. Kayla Gauthier getting deep. Big defensive play by the veteran. Usually see her only play offense, usually play snappers. Really one of the top snappers in this league, but having to play defense again with the absence of Townsend, Aslan, and Claremont. Big play by her right there.
Yeah, good play by them, making it 3rd down now. We're looking at 3rd and 2.
Solomon gets a snap. He looks like he's going to run double rush.
Oh.
Oh, and a sack right there. Second time in a row, worked out. A loss of 1, sacked by Boye, his second of the contest.
Yeah, that was a huge play call for Purple Blood. I don't think he even realized that there was a double rush coming. So now it's going to be 4th and 2. This could be a huge play by Purple Blood if they can make a stop here.
5-point game, 33-28 lead by
Looks
Block
like a
Party.
double
Salomon
rush.
being rushed by 2 players again. Pass up high. It's brought down. Oh, broken tackle. Getting enough for the first down there was Bunny. A huge play by her.
Yeah, she ended up actually losing the first down. She backs up, and then she ends up getting back the yards that she lost. So that's a huge catch by her, a huge first down by Block Party. And they keep the chains going, they keep the time going, and they keep everything going.
And for the teams out there that are watching, this is how you get after Yvonne Solomon. You may have to send 2 rushers all game. On a pass there, incomplete, falls just out of the reach of the snapper there, Marc-Antoine Martin. 2 touchdowns already in this contest.
Yeah, so that's a rare drop we have over here. Again, it's not the end of the world. It becomes a 2nd and 10, but it's manageable as long as he doesn't take a sack here or throws an interception. They're still fine.
Someone going deep corner route by Marte. Oh, and he dropped it. And I'll tell you what, Kayla Gauthier went up to make the deflection. She didn't get her hand on it, but I think her hand would have got in the field of vision of the receiver.
Yeah, I think she definitely did a job. She definitely did something there. Usually, that should have been a touchdown, but you can see that her hand does affect his vision just a bit, which is a huge 3rd down now for Purple Blood.
3rd and long now facing Block Party. Pass. Tackled by Boye. Caught there by number 22 against Samora Fantasako.
So we have a 4th down here. We're looking at a 4th and maybe
About 3, maybe 4.
yeah, 4th and 3. I wonder if Block Party sends a double rush with Tristan, or they keep this with the. I seems. Oh, I think they're going with one player. I guess just Tristan's gonna go.
And that does not work out for Purple Blood. Touchdown, Yvonne Solomon. A 15-yard run for the TD.
Wow, what a call.
So I'll tell you what, Quasi, that wasn't as exciting as the 40-yard TD run he had the other night against anything. But
It was a huge run. 4th down as well, too. We're looking at 4th and 4. This is a big convert here, too.
And Martin catches it.
That's a big convert because right now it makes it a 13-point game. So even if Purple Blood scores and goes for onside kick and makes it successful, they have to score and go for a 1-point convert to tie the game, or a 2-point convert to win it, compared to just having to score 2 touchdowns.
So Armand gets a snap now. He's looking left. He's going deep. Terraconi, big catch right there, picking up more than enough for the first down.
Yeah, so right now, times against Purple Blood. Great play calling from Sanders right off the bat, getting about, I want to say about 20 yards, getting into midfield, maybe 15 yards, getting midfield. They do have some time, but they want to score fast. They want to score fast and use the onside kick to see what their fate holds to them. So
Armand
yeah,
gets the ball now,
Kayla
looking to
wide
the left again. Is he going to
open.
run? Yes, he is. Goes towards the sideline, gets out of bounds.
Yeah, so
Tackled by,
there.
by Castro.
Yeah, he should have just threw the ball to Kayla. She was kind of wide open. She probably would have got him maybe a bit more yards than he actually got, and he would have had a run in his pocket. Instead, he gets tackled. The time is continue running. Not the best play that Sanders could have done there. But again, it's to a point where when you're in this situation, I feel like you try to do a bit too much.
Armand with the ball, going to his right now. He has to throw it. On a bad pass up there. Gauthier with the catch, and it's intercepted. But yep, penalty coming up. So that's actually Costa who made the last tackle. He missed the INT there, but a penalty coming up. He definitely made contact with Caleb Gauthier.
Yeah, he goes over her head to make a play over the ball. So that's definitely going to be unnecessary contact. It's going to be a spot foul, I want to say. So it's going to be 10 yards up, automatic first down.
Yeah, again, number 8, Carlo Costa, the guilty party there on that play. And I know the Block Party fans here don't agree with that call, but I mean, it's a pretty easy call to make right there.
Yeah, it was pretty easy. It's kind of after he had a good read on the ball, but it's the after effects that took place.
Here we see the replay again. Armand couldn't run. He ran on the previous play, so
Yeah.
just Hail Mary kind of chucks it into the air there.
So you have right here. So he grabs the ball, but his elbow comes to contact to her head while coming down.
Yeah.
So again, when I was kind of talking about, I said if Sanders hit Kayla before making if he hit Sanders on that out from the beginning, and then he had a run ability, he probably could have avoided this whole situation. Instead, he made the run, and then he got himself to a situation where he couldn't run. He had to throw behind, back throw behind from the other side.
So Armand gets a snap now. First down. Armand can run, and he does that. Gets it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, so they have to go onside kick here now.
So 41-34 now is the lead with 150 remaining here.
All right, so we got an onside kick here. This is pretty much going to be the game. Hopefully Sanders has enough energy in him to kind of have a play in mind that he's going to run, because he's definitely going to need something here if they want to have a chance to win this game or at least tie it.
So again, for those of you that aren't familiar with the onside rule, what happens here is the offense, instead of going for an extra point for one or extra point for two, they have one play to get the ball to midfield, but they get the ball after 5-yard line. They have to get it to at least midfield to get the first down. If you get it past midfield, you're able to continue the drive offensively. But if you throw an interception, the defending team gets the ball where they intercepted, or if the ball falls incomplete, the team on defense gets the ball on offense, but at your 5-yard line.
Yeah. So pretty much, if they stop him here, they get the ball at the 5-yard line. There's pretty much not enough time for Purple Blood to even do something if Block Party does end up scoring after that. So it's kind of, I would like to say this is do or die for Purple Blood right now. If Sanders has a play in mind, this is where he's going to have to use it. And then he has to realize that he has to pretty much put all his thought in this play here and not look past it.
So Boye now line up in the slot on the left-hand side. Terraconi, who was a receiver on the left-hand side, now she goes to the slot on the right. Sanders waiting for the snap from Gauthier. Gets some last-minute instructions to his snapper. Again, they have to get the ball to at least midfield here. Armand gets the snap. He looks to his left. He's going over the middle. Gauthier with the catch. First down.
Yeah. That was a great catch. Again, you know what they could have done? He could have said on 2. He went on 1. She got off. If you're going to look on the replay, look how fast she gets off. Well, it's hard to see in this thing, but she gets off right off the stop. She's gone. If he goes on 2 there, they probably, again, it was successful, so good job
Oh,
for
yeah.
them.
It would have been 5 yards up. Like, he would have had
But
the ball to
again,
10,
they would have,
you're
but they
right,
would
you're
also
right.
had a free play as well, too, right?
Yeah,
You never.
That's true. And Sanders is a veteran, right? So he should know, like what you're talking about. You're absolutely right. He should know that as a
'Cause
veteran.
she's
but it worked out.
Yeah, if you're gonna see, like, look at it now. She gets off the ball really fast. She's gone. That ball's like she gets off before it.
So Armand gets the ball, throw it. That's kind of a throwaway right there. That's actually a smart play right there. That's a smart play.
But do you see how fast she's getting off that ball? He needs to. He calls that on. He calls that on 2, and I'm telling you, it's gonna make her think.
And that's I was gonna say that's exactly it. So then she gets the penalty. Or what you can do obviously as a rusher, you could reset, right? If you go outside,
Yeah.
you have to reset back to the original.
But I think it's
rushing
gonna. I
line.
think it would just get her off guard.
Yeah, but that's it,
The fact that-
exactly.
Because she's before when the she's. I'm not sure if she's on this. If she's looking at the ball or she's looking at him. But she's like
She's off the ball
ahead of
quick,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
The rusher has to be 7 yards away from the line of scrimmage prior to the
Yep.
snap. Pass to Gauthier in the flat out route. Tackled there by Vincent
Yeah.
near the left sideline.
So great play call again. Right now we're looking at a 3rd and about 3,
yeah.
and Sanders has his legs he could use too. So pretty much the playbook is completely open, and he needs to realize that time is not against him now. He has enough time to score his touchdown. They also have an air timeout in the back of their pocket. So now all he has to think about is, listen, I just have to score. I have as much time as I kind of want to a point to get there. I wonder if he's going to run here.
Armand gets the ball here, being flushed to his right. He is going to run. Oh, and that's a big tackle right there. I'll tell you what, Quincy, that is a big tackle right there because he was running down the right sideline, our left, and he got stopped short of the first down.
I don't think he realized that he was going to get tackled. That's why he kind of did it. He should have extended his arm. As soon as he made that break, he should have kept running with his arm extend.
So Purple Blood calls a timeout now after that play to preserve some time on the clock. And again, not getting that first down is huge, right? That's why they had to burn that timeout right here.
Yeah, exactly. They got that. If they got the first down, they could have saved in their back pocket. But again, there's still lots of time. 45 seconds is lots of time. They're going to be in between. If they get the first down, they're going to be about in between, and the time is going to stop as well too, right? For the time until the bags are set. But they're going to be in between about the 7-yard line, 1st and goal at the 7. So it's manageable. But again, right now, remember, Sanders doesn't have his legs here. He can't run. So he has to make sure he makes a completed pass and get his guys together right after. That was
Armand gets the ball here, going to his left. Thought about throwing. He has to get rid of the ball to Gauthier. Touchdown!
yeah.
Okay, the Gauthier, 1-point game now. 41-40 is the lead here for Block Party with 39 seconds left.
Is Sanders going for the win or is he going for the tie?
And that's it. There you go right here.
Is it going for the win or is it going for the tie? If you're in this situation, Brand, what are you going for? Are you going for the tie or are you going for the win? Because remember, there is overtime, right? You get three opportunities, 3 chances for overtime. So there's always that. But I feel like if you have a 2-point convert play that you have in the back of the mind, I think you go for it. I think, to be honest, I think they go with the same play where they have Tristan coming across the field, doing a 10-yard in all the way across, and you maybe sit Zoe at the first cone just in case the corner comes. Or he reversed it, makes Tristan go 10-yard in the opposite way.
So they're going for 2 here. They didn't
There
have a
you
chance
go.
to go for 2 in the last meeting. Armand being flushed to his right, back at the end zone. Boye is open. And that pass is knocked away. Carla Costa with the pass deflection. The ball goes back. The Block Party now up 41-40 with 37.9 seconds remaining in the contest.
So that was a great stop by Block Party because that could have ended up so much worse.
As you can hear, there's a lot of excitement in the crowd right now, leaning towards Block Party's favor. So the game's not over yet.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't throw the ball over his hand, we're good.
Fake handoff and a run here by Solomon. Oh, gets past one tackler and another. Terraconia makes the tackle. No, she doesn't. Solomon dancing around here. Finally tackled at midfield by Gauthier. Well, 26 seconds remaining. First down, block party.
Yeah, so pretty much after that, all that dancing, all that juking, I believe there isn't enough time for Purple Blood, and the game's going to be over.
And that will do it. Block party, your co-ed 2 champs with a 41-40 victory over Purple Blood.
Very exciting game.
I know we were talking earlier in the week. I mean, we're looking forward to a lot of these games. This is one of them. Looking forward to it potentially the most. I mean, you can't ask for a better ending than that.
Yeah, no, for sure. From start to finish, at first you thought Block Party was going to kind of take away with it, but Purple Blood came back. They drive. They got the 2-point convert when it mattered. They got the onside kick when it also mattered. That was huge, right? And they had an opportunity to win this game. It's unfortunately that the last play call that Sanders did, he had enough time to kind of make that throw, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's football. It'll break your heart sometimes, and unfortunately, a lot of heartbreak right there for Purple Blood again, losing essentially on the last play of the game pretty much, not able to get the ball into the end zone. Credit to all the Purple Blood. They were down big in this game. They were down 12 twice on 2 different occasions.
Yeah.
They fought back, again, just couldn't get that extra point. Again, they went for 2 in the win.
Yeah. Do you think if Sanders was able to go back, all right, let's just say it's not saying like if he had another chance. Let's say he had a redo. Yeah. Do you think he goes for 2 or goes for 1? Do you think he redoes the 2 or he goes, okay, you know what? Let me go for 1.
I mean, I think he goes for 2, right? I mean, listen, he had all the chances in the world to say let's go for 1. It's an easier play, at least hypothetically, and for some overtime. No, I think he still goes for the 2.
Okay, all right.
What are you doing if you're Sanders?
I think I go for 1. I think you kind of get the base concept. You're like, okay, maybe because he didn't feel as comfortable. I find if I went for 2, he rolled out right away. He wasn't comfortable. I think going for 1, it's kind of easier throw and kind of to say, let's go for the 1, easier pass for you to make, you know. Yeah. So, but again, that's just me.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna agree with you because I think especially missing Felix Clermont and Emma Townsend Aslan, 2 of the top receivers on the team. Missing those 2, going for 1 is a little easier, right?
Yeah, because you're further out the outside, you know. Instead of making a 5-yard pass, you're making a 10-yard. You know, I feel like the 5-yard just would have been a bit easier.
True. Yeah, so we're a couple seconds away from kicking it down again to Jeff Rosenblatt for the final time here this evening to present the trophy, obviously to the to Block Party, and of course the MVP of the game. Quickly, who's your pick for MVP?
I would have to go Simon. The quarterback. I think he did a great job on offense, and he made some plays on defense as well. You know, he always made that clutch interception as well. You know, so I think you kind of have to give it to him here.
All right, so we're gonna kick it over there. I think it's gonna be Solomon as well. Let's find out.
Here we go.
All right, thanks. I'm on the field with the co-ed 2 champs, Block Party. We got Cynthia, the captain, over here. Grab that trophy. All right, Cynthia, just a quick question. If I looked at everything, I think Block Party went 3-7 in the regular season. I think you guys finished 11th out of 12 in the regular season, and then you went on this unbelievable playoff run. Undefeated. So tell me, what happened when you guys got into the playoffs to turn things around?
Underdogs. When we underdogs, we flip things up, and we get focused, and we win.
Hey, they're telling me this is an underdog story where they win. Let's get the MVP of this game, Yvonne. Get over here, buddy. Now, Yvonne, we've been here before. Winning MVPs, winning championships. You do it with your legs. You do it with your arm. Tell me, what does it feel like to win, being such big underdogs, coming in to the playoff season with this group of players?
Man, the first time was so nice. We had to do it twice. Yeah, that's it.
All right, FPF, you heard it here. This is Block Party winning championships. Maybe they're going to eventually get to Co-Ed 1 because they're doing some big things. We'll see what happens. But we have our 2025 Spring Co-Ed 2 champs, Block Party. back to you guys in the booth.
All right, so there you go. So we see the
Congrats.
championship trophy being awarded to Block Party. The block is hot.
The block
Party,
is
yep.
hot. Yeah, you can see the block is really hot right now.
Definitely,
But
definitely.
no, congrats to Block Party for real. Going 3-7 this season, I'm pretty sure not. And you probably could have paid me $1,000 and you could be like, oh, Block Party's winning a Division 2 championship.
Right,
Sorry,
right.
Co-ed
Co-ed
2.
two, yeah.
I would have been like, yeah, okay. But here we go. They finished the season 3-7, and then they literally beat this. This was the closest game that they had going into the playoffs. And shout out to Purple Blood for making it this close. But they're going into the 3 games that they did play. They won by double digits, and it effortlessly, right? You don't see that often where you see a team that's 3-7, and then they win, and they win, and then they win, and then all of a sudden, guess what? They're champions. Now Co-ed 2 champions.
That's it. And this goes to what we always talk about, right? Like, get a ticket to the dance. As long as you get into the dance, Block Party 3-7 regular season.
Yeah.
Purple Blood 5-5, right? None of those teams finished above 500. Neither of those teams had a winning record, but they're in the finals, and it was a great game again. Block Party winning 41-40. What are your final thoughts?
It was a great game. A great game. I actually want to see, one thing I was want to say is I was going to ask you if you think Block Party should go to the next step, to the Co-ed 1, but I kind of was going to answer myself. Well, I'm going to ask you, what do you think Block Party, do you think they should go to the next level?
I was going to ask you that, to be honest.
Okay, well, to answer it, I don't think they should go there yet.
Okay.
I think they should actually have a better season in Co-ed 2, go 7-3, go 8-2, be the top dogs of the division. I feel like when you're in that situation, even though you won a championship and it's great, but again, I think you still need to win those regular season games, because when it comes to a point where if you go 3-7 in Co-ed 1, you don't usually win championships. The teams are way too way too good enough for you to do that. So I think they stick to Co-ed 2. They have a better season. Go 7-3, 8-2, win a championship again. Get in there championship again, and then make that jump.
And looking at Purple Blood again, a heartbreaking loss again, losing Emma Townsend, Aslan, Felix Clermont, right? You look at the top 3 receivers; those two, along with Tristan Boyer, 36 touchdowns in the regular season, 9 in the postseason. But again, they only lost by 1, losing 2 out of the top 3 receivers.
That's crazy.
What do you think they should be doing next year?
I think they should also stick to Co-ed 2 as well. Keep that roster with them. The add-on to Brianna was also great too. Yeah. Great hands. And unfortunately, Emma and Felix did get hurt. It would have been interesting to see if they stayed in that game. But again, injuries do happen. But I'm looking forward to see Purple Blood staying in Co-ed 2. Also, Block Party stay in Co-ed 2, and maybe we see a rematch next season.
Yeah, potentially, indeed. That would be great. I wouldn't complain about that. All right, so once again from Complex Sportif CN, Purple Blood losing to Block Party. Block Party are your co-ed champions with a 41-40 victory. This wraps up day 1 of FPF Championship Weekend. Sunday tomorrow, 9 games going on. The action starts at noon. Women's A Championship game between Ice Cold and Matrix. Crazy will be here. I'll be here. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come on down tomorrow. If you can, make sure to check it out once again on Facebook Live and the Fly Plus Football YouTube channel. For Quasi Go to Mall, I'm Brent Balkin saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Indeed.